Hey guys, welcome to my Charleston vlog. So last week was my spring break and I went to Charleston and I brought Daisy and Minnie Caroline along with me. So here is the vlog of what I did in Charleston. Hope you enjoy. So here's all my stuff packed up before we left on Thursday. And I went outside and took some pictures of Daisy before we left because I was waiting on everybody. If you want to see some pictures of this trip, you should definitely go check out my Instagram at summersolsticeag. I'll be posting all the pictures over there. Soon after that, we hit the road, and there's a lot of video of me just filming the road because I thought it'd be cool. But here I'm crocheting, and there's Daisy. I spent a lot of this car ride crocheting, pretty much the entire time. And I was crocheting a lot of tiny bucket hats because I'm having an exciting announcement. I'm releasing a lot of new stuff in my Etsy shop, starting with 2 new bucket hats that will be out very shortly. I'll make sure to post a reel or something about, or a YouTube short about that, so you guys will be updated. We stopped at this place for lunch. It was called Hickory. It was really good, and they had a giant chair outside, so I took pictures of Minnie Caroline in the giant chair. I also realized that if I was going to carry Minnie Caroline around, I needed to put her shoes away because otherwise I was going to lose them. This was my first of many bucket hats that I would crochet on this trip. After I finished this bucket hat, I had a minor panic attack because I was pretty sure that I left my matching bucket hat at home, which was very, very sad. But then later I did end up finding it, so that was good. Then I decided I should take a break from crocheting because my hands were cramping up. So I started reading Magnus Chase. This is the second book. I've read it before, but I was rereading it, and now I'm on to the third book. I'm so excited for the TV show to come out. So any other Rick Riordan fans? We finally arrived at the hotel, and I took some pictures of Daisy because she looked so cute in her little bucket hat. And then we just walked to dinner. The next morning, I packed up Daisy in her little tote bag and dressed her in her swimsuit, and we went to the beach. I can't imagine what all the people that I walked past would think if they knew I had a doll sitting in my tote bag. When we got to the beach, I took some pictures on the little walkway to get there. And then here's the ocean. It was so pretty. And there's Daisy in the bag waiting for her turn to get pictures. Daisy finally came out of the bag. And look at us in our cute little matching bucket hats. After we took pictures, we left the beach, and Daisy was looking a little rough because there had been a little bit of an accident. I'll get to that part later. Then I left Daisy in the car, and we went on a really fun horse carriage ride. This wasn't the horse that took us, but I thought he was really pretty. I took a picture of this speed limit sign because if you look closely, somebody put googly eyes on the little people, and I thought that was so funny. We also saw these really pretty flowers. This was the horse that took us on our ride, and her name was Melody, which of course made me think of the American Girl doll. Then we stopped and had this really good pineapple whip stuff. I think it's supposed to be like what they have in Disney World. It was really good. Then we just walked around for a little bit and we saw some really pretty flowers and we just kind of walked around the city. We ended up at this park that was really pretty, and it was overlooking the water. So I took a bunch of pictures of Minnie Caroline here. I like to think she was living out her dream of getting to see all these boats. We also saw the USS Yorktown, which we ended up going to see the next day. Then we walked back to the hotel through the city, and we got to see some of the horse carriages, which are everywhere in Charleston. You cannot walk 10 feet without seeing a horse carriage. I just got back from the beach and walking around Charleston, and I accidentally dropped Daisy in the ocean. And she's had a chance to dry, so it's not actually that bad. But she's a little bit damp, and her hair is just really bad. So I'm gonna go wash her hair. And then I think I'm just gonna let her air dry, and then when I get home, I'll like dry her inside out more. But I still want to be able to take pictures with her and stuff, so I'm just gonna go wash her hair real quick. So as I said in the last clip, I washed out Daisy's hair, and it actually ended up working really, really well. Her hair ended up looking good as new. So then I put all of Daisy's clothes on a towel and set her and her clothes out to dry while we went to dinner. After dinner, we were walking back to the hotel, and we saw a bunch of really pretty flowers, so I took a video of them. I really, really liked this one. I thought it was really pretty. I thought this was really cool. It was outside of like a locksmith shop, and it was keys and locks embedded into the concrete outside of this store. I thought it was really cool. The next morning, it was raining, and it was supposed to rain all day, so we just went to breakfast, and then we decided to go to the Charleston Museum, which is the oldest museum in America. These model boats were at the Charleston Museum, and they were really cool. And then this train was on the 1:2 scale, and if you don't know, American Girl dolls are 1:3 scale, so this would have fit American Girl doll in it, which I thought was so cool. Then we saw this camera that was American Girl doll sized, but it actually worked. It's an actual camera. Could you imagine how cool it would be to be taking pictures of your dolls with a camera that was small enough to be the doll's camera? It'd be so cool. And then there was this really pretty dollhouse that was not perfect size for American Girl doll. It was actually really small, but it was adorable to see all the little mini rooms and all the tiny accessories. And you know someone spent so much time and put so much love into this dollhouse. After we left the museum, we went to the USS Yorktown, which was probably like a 30-minute drive from Charleston, but it was worth it. It was really cool. Here's the USS Yorktown, and as you can see, it is huge. In the inside, they have a bunch of airplanes, and if you don't know, USS Yorktown was mainly from World War II, so there's a bunch of old planes in the main part of the Yorktown. And then we got some cute pictures of Caroline in this little stand thing. Then we went up to the flight deck, which was really cool. They had a bunch of planes up there, and I'm pretty sure some of them were newer planes, but it was really cold and windy. As you can tell from this clip, Caroline's hair was going crazy. I would definitely recommend not going on a windy day if you want to go stay on the deck a lot, but I definitely recommend going to the Yorktown. It was so much fun, and it was really interesting. Then we had dinner, and I just wanted to show you guys because this was so good, probably the best thing I had in Charleston. I love seafood so much. Then we drove around for a while trying to find Rainbow Row, like the iconic Charleston image that is on all of the postcards and everything, and we did end up finding it, but it was kind of disappointing because unlike in the postcards, the view was blocked by a bunch of trees and other houses and stuff, so it was just a little bit disappointing. Then we walked around and got ice cream, and I brought Daisy along with me in my little tote bag. We ended up at Jenny's, which I thought was funny because American Girl is doing their collaboration with them right now. And I thought it was good, but it was like fancy flavors. They didn't have like mint chocolate chip. It was like sea salt caramel peanut butter. But I thought it was good, but maybe not worth the hype. as we were leaving, I saw this sign, which I thought was so funny. It was like an American Girl spawning out in the wild. I don't really know why American Girl partnered with them, because there really weren't like that many kids in there. I don't know. When we got back to the hotel, we played this game called Rook, which I don't know if any of you guys have played it before, but I found it so confusing. I think I was also just tired though. Sunday was the day that we were driving back, so we packed up all of our stuff in the morning, and we just had brunch in Charleston at the place we had breakfast yesterday. Then we hit the road, and I did the same thing I did on the way up to Charleston. I just crocheted the entire time pretty much, and I was crocheting mini doll bucket hats, which, in case you didn't know, are my new favorite thing. If you want to see more pictures of those, look at my Instagram. But I made some pretty good progress. I learned I can make one bucket hat in like 1.5 hours, which I think is pretty good. But thank you guys so much for watching. That is pretty much the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed watching my vlog through Charleston. This is a little bit different than anything I've done before, so let me know if you liked it, and let me know if there's anything you think I could do better. I'm looking for constructive criticism just about my channel in general, and looking for ways that I can improve. So thank you so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you next Friday for a new video. Bye!